While Stranger Things Season 5 cutting one unnecessary character isn't a bad thing, the Netflix show did miss the chance to give them a perfect exit via Vecna. Eduardo Franco's Argyle was a welcome comic relief character in Stranger Things Season 4. A friend of Jonathan's, Argyle was a perpetually stoned pizza delivery guy who joined Mike, Will, and Jonathan on their road trip to Hawkins. While Argyle didn't play an essential role in Season 4, his quips were still a fun distraction that enlivened an uneven subplot, and he found the crew a perfect place to communicate with Eleven. However, the upcoming Stranger Things Season 5 is unlikely to feature a comeback from this laid-back Californian. According to an interview with Franco, the actor didn't receive a call about reprising his role and assumed that Argyle wouldn't appear in Season 5 as a result. While it does make sense for Stranger Things Season 5 to trim the show's massive cast list, the series missed a trick by writing Argyle out between seasons. As brutal as it sounds, Argyle's death could have been an ideal opening scene. Cutting Argyle makes sense, but killing him off would have worked better. Stranger Things Season 5's opening could have killed off Argyle. Killing off Stranger Things Season 4's comic relief sets the right tone. Argyle was a likable comic relief character who had already been established but didn't play too pivotal a role in the show's universe. As such, Argyle was a perfect candidate to become Vecna's first kill after the villain returned. The ending of Stranger Things Season 4 made it clear that Vecna was only temporarily defeated, meaning Season 5 will need to re-establish his presence in Hawkins. Season 4 achieved this with the premiere's Chrissy death, a gruesome demise that proved this outing would be harsher, darker, and more horror-centric than earlier seasons. Argyle's death could have done the same. Killing off a sweet, harmless comic relief character viewers had already met in Season 4 would have been an effective way to up the ante from the Season 4 premiere. Chrissy's death was upsetting, but viewers were only just introduced to her for the first time earlier that episode. In contrast, Argyle was around for much of Season 4 and his death would impact Mike, Will, Eleven, and particularly Jonathan. Since Stranger Things Season 5 must give Jonathan a better storyline, Argyle's death could have been a perfect way to set up Jonathan's vendetta against the monstrous Vecna. Stranger Things Season 5 needs to kill off characters. The Netflix hit's final season has way too many characters. Jonathan, Will, Nancy, Eleven, Joyce, Hopper, and Mike looking up at the sky in the final scene of Stranger Things Season 4. Stranger Things has a cast of dozens and its final season needs to raise the stakes of the series. As such, some names will inevitably have to be trimmed from the cast list. Among the show's adult characters, Joyce and Hopper are almost certain to make it out alive, meaning a supporting star like Karen Wheeler, Murray Bauman, or Scott Clark is likely to die. Among the teenage characters, it would be a lot harder to find anyone whose potential death wouldn't anger the show's viewers. Since he was established but not vital, Argyle could have been Season 5's sacrificial lamb. However, there is one practicality that stands in the way of this idea. Stranger Things Season 5 needs a time jump since the young cast have visibly aged out of their original roles and it would be ludicrous for them to play young teens. As such, it wouldn't necessarily have made sense for Argyle to die in the opening scenes of Stranger Things Season 5 as the series would have had to justify why the character remained in Hawkins throughout the time jump. This death would have only worked if Season 5 followed Season 4 directly, which isn't necessarily a good idea. Stranger Things Season 5 still has a perfect first kill for Vecna. Murray Bauman should be Vecna's first victim in Season 5. Murray getting corn dogs for himself and Alexei. Luckily, there is still a perfect character for Vecna to kill off in Stranger Things Season 5's opening scene. Murray Bauman might have been around for numerous seasons, but he is not a central player in the series and Season 5 killing him off would showcase just how much darker the show's tone is getting. Murray has been primarily used as a comic relief figure throughout his run in the series, meaning Stranger Things Season 5 should kill off this character to prove that the final outing has higher stakes than its predecessors. This could herald a return to Season 1's surprisingly dark tone. While it is easy to forget this due to the broad character comedy of Season 3, Stranger Things Season 1 was a grim, often tragic series that didn't shy away from unpleasant moments. Barb's death famously infuriated the show's fanbase, but it also proved that no one was safe in the series. As such, killing off Murray at the start of Season 5 would allow the show to reaffirm this with a brutal shock. Thus, Argyle's Stranger Things Season 5 fate can go to a similarly fitting victim.